Hey everybody, so I don't normally make this kind of content, but my hometown is having a movie premiere and they made a movie in my hometown and they're having a movie release, which never happens. So I got my tickets and I'm going to take you guys along. The movie is called The Twin. It is about Nicholas, a grieving father who, after the loss of his son, starts seeing a ghostly double of himself. As visions blur the line between reality and nightmare, Nicholas must uncover buried secrets before a supernatural force consumes him and everyone he loves. So to me, it sounds more like a trauma horror that we've seen a lot of, but I have hope. It might not be bad. I don't know. We'll see. So first I put in my contacts. Now, I don't normally show myself wearing contacts. I don't do it when I really go out or have a reason to. So I live where there's a lot of allergies and I'm allergic to cat fur, and I have a couple cats that live in my house. But every time, especially during the summer, I have to wear these a lot. And it's very common for me. Like, this bottle used to be full around Christmas, and like it's already down to here. Like, and it is not a pretty sight, but it's the reality. Whenever I was in Illinois, I literally had to buy this because the weather was so unreactive, man. It was not fun. And I also am going to clean my contact case, so I'm going to do that now. The venue says some people are going to dress up, but a lot of people's definition of dress up where I live is not really fancy. Now, I was actually quite a little bit underdressed. If I did not take that jacket and wear it for majority of the time, I would have been severely underdressed because everybody really dressed nice, wore nice dresses, and the guys are wearing like suits and nice outfits and everything. So yeah. So I'm sticking with this skirt, this top that actually does cover it, and this jacket. And I feel like that's a good mixture. And my bag, because it does have bag policy that I'm going to show in a minute. This is what the fit looks like. So in case anyone actually dresses up nice, I can basically just button up this little jacket, and with the little skirt that I have, it kind of works. But I also wearing this little green top, of course, like I showed, and my appropriately sized purse for the venue that they are very strict about. So without further ado, I'm going to start getting my purse packed up because I need to get gas and get on the road very soon because parking will be a headache.
Talk about the approach of building suspense over a long period of time in a feature and how you make that resolve at the end of the day.
Oh gosh, that's a really good question. A lot of it was a lot of meetings between Colby and myself, talking about how we could do that. But I think at the end of the day, for us, the biggest goal was to create empathy for Nicholas and the characters and create heart. Because I think when you start from that aspect, everything else kind of just happens within the genre you're trying to go for. So if you can care about the characters, then I think that's where the suspense can come in.
Absolutely.
Just
speaking of character, let's jump down to Logan really quickly. So of course, this is a character that has a lot going on, and the challenge of going through the process of working through mental health issues is certainly hard in real life, and you had to portray that on screen. Could you talk about how you prepared for this role, and then we can talk maybe a little bit about how you came on as producer as well?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, the role, when I first read the script, I loved it, but it scared the crap out of me. I had an interest in schizophrenia. I don't know where that came from, but I had been reading a few books. One of them that was the most impactful to me was called The Center Cannot Hold, a woman's experience going through schizophrenia and finding help. So it's always been an interest of mine just to kind of think about and learn about, perspective and how we perceive the world and ourselves within it. And so when this script came along, that alone piqued my interest. But then again, I've read a lot of scripts, a lot of horror scripts that, they rely on blood and guts and horrible circumstances, and it doesn't leave the reader or the audience with much. And what I loved about
How did you prepare for the
Yeah.
role? Yeah.
Well, honestly, just the reading that I had done before ever getting the script, I just it piqued my interest. So I just when I read it, I just kind of put myself in those shoes as much as I could. And when I got the script, I obviously did a bigger deep dive into that. And for me, it was really trying to work with what was on the page. Not try to bring anything extra to it as an actor that wasn't moving the story forward. So we spent a lot of time, just around a table or on a Zoom call, getting into what are the relationships and what's getting in the way, and how is the mental health getting in the way, and how is that manifesting, and in each moment, what are the stakes? And so it was less about trying to figure out how I can bring as much schizophrenia into this character, into these situations, but more like what is on the plate in front of me in each moment.
Awesome. Any others back here? Yes, sir.
What's next?
You can't be stealing my last question. Thanks.
Everybody, I'm home. So the movie premiere was a lot of fun. I did meet 2 people when I was there, and I hung out with them the entire time, so that was a lot of fun. But the movie itself I thought was pretty good. I do think they handled mental health in the best way they could have done. It's obviously done well, but there's a few little things to make it more dramatized, as they said in their Q&A. And there was obviously a lot of heart and soul put into this by how they talked about the project and how long it's been waiting for. And there are good things I like about it. And it did get me at the end. There's a really heartfelt scene at the end that made me did feel sad, and there was people crying when I was there. It was really sad ending, but it was a good movie overall. But PSA, they do have a hang scene, like of detail with the hanging and whole everything. So PSA, if anyone listens to that kind of thing. But I had a lot of fun. The food we went to was at another theater that had a movie theater that had a little restaurant, and that's where the reception was. So we all kind of walked there, and it was a really fun time. Someone else joined the table. It was a really fun time, and I would definitely go again if they had another horror movie one, or maybe not. I had a lot of fun tonight, so I hope you guys like this content. This is not my normal content, but I did just want to film this because it is a horror movie premiere, and it was a lot of fun. So comment down below if you guys want more like mini vlogs that are horror-esque related, and I'll see you guys soon in the brand new video.